Now that we're going to start on a sports topic, actually, even though this isn't the sports show, we're going to start on a sports topic. The NBA, big gambling scandal this week in the NBA. Big. I hand it over to our resident gambler, Dave Priviano. Dave, what was your thoughts on it?
That's the worst outcome to any bet. I bet on the game on Wednesday night. I've lost because of Hail Marys and people spiking the ball right before the end zone, but I've never had the FBI come and arrest the coach.
Arrest the coach.
Yeah. I feel like I should have had a credit in my FanDuel account. When your fucking coach gets arrested by the FBI, there should be a $5 credit.
I lost money. I bet that they would arrest Kyle Neptune last year for being incompetent, and they didn't arrest him. They arrested. That's unbelievable.
I bet on Rocky 3.
There you go. How'd that turn out?
I don't know. I couldn't think you keep winning. You know, that whole scandal is insane. Like what they did to Pete Rose. The coaches found out LeBron was injured, so he bet on Milwaukee against his own team.
Damon Jones was sort of an unofficial coach, but I don't even know what that means. I guess he was a player and he was sort of acting as a coach too or something. There's probably a lot of that going on. And they were saying the NBA there was a card game.
Yeah, every sport.
The card game backed by the Mafia, right? The NBA. And I'm wondering who lowered their standards, the NBA or the Mafia? 30 years ago, neither group would have had anything to do with the other one.
He's right. And it's the three major mafia families. So,
I didn't know the Mafia was still around.
Yeah, I know.
They kept telling us there was no more Mafia. I guess they were lying.
Check if Arnold Rothstein was on that island with Hitler in Argentina or whatever.
I want you to break the San Diego chicken's legs.
That's what we needed on this podcast. The good Arnold Rothstein reference. That's what we were missing for the first 37 episodes. And Arnold Rothstein. Wow.
Does the Lakers have a mascot?
The Lakers have a mascot, yeah. But I heard that they wanted to get LeBron on it. When they handed him the envelope, he fell down and started hollering for the ref. So they couldn't. But it's up. You knew this was going to happen. This was bound to happen with this gambling at some point where everything is drafted. Everything is DraftKings. And as Jim said, I think the trial is going to be sponsored by FanDuel.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Isn't that great too? They say they always play to get caught gambling. Then they go, we'll be back at this commercial. It's like FanDuel and other.
Well, when they were covered on ESPN, it actually had DraftKings up, but I think they realized and they pulled it down. It was right under.
I mean, they just need to. At this point, they just need to legalize gambling if you bet on yourself. If you bet against yourself, that's a conflict of interest. Well, but if you bet on yourself to win.
But they even say that could lead to bad things. Even betting, it's funny though. It's amazing. You knew this was going to happen.
And you know, there's diehard nerd fans. They'll go back 2 years, watch the plays.
Of course,
why they put this bad player in?
I just wish he did it before he got his payday, because he fucking used to light the Sixers up. Why couldn't he throw those games?
Did anybody think the NBA players were the type of guys who could keep? Can we recover the stuff we already recorded earlier? Can we recover all that?
You missed it. A big gorilla broke into the studio. Sorry.
You missed the nudity. It was great. You missed that fantastic nude scene. But but did anybody think the NBA players were the type of guys who were going to keep a secret?
No.
Anybody say, these guys will never talk. These guys will never give it up. They can't get away with anything.
No.
They record instas with their side pieces.
Exactly. Who's the one guy with the guns? What's his name?
Ja Morant.
Yeah, Ja Morant. So that they're going to keep gambling quiet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's really going to happen. It's just ridiculous. It is funny though. I mean, the gambling and then remember the NBA when Sean Kemp had those paternity tests? Now that's like the innocent era of the NBA. The paternity, we had all those paternity tests.
Didn't he have like 11 kids?
Something like that. Yeah, and they kept it. One time he got to the medical place where he was supposed to take his paternity test, and reporters were there, and he was getting out and taking him waving like it was a big thing.
I'm surprised he wasn't tapped out by then.
He may have been, but. No, but this is hilarious. Some people, it hurts the integrity of the NBA. Did anybody know the NBA had any integrity?
When they're not beating up their girlfriends or shooting people in Atlanta nightclubs, there's.
Wait, who shot someone in that
gambling?
The Mafia getting involved with the NBA players. I mean, you would think the Mafia that's the last guys they'd want to get involved with. Don Corleone never wanted to. And Paulie and the Goodfellas, he would have told everybody that's not the guys we get involved with.
No,
I don't know. They're letting
more of a hockey.
They're letting their standards down over there at the Locos in Austria.
The names of the mob things, like the major, like the Colombo and the chicken Francini.
I hate to bother you.
Yeah, but all the major things you read in crime novels, they're the ones who are all involved
I
on it.
can't believe any of these families are still around. Any of these Colombo families or any people. This is the funniest thing. And just when the NBA gets back on NBC, you know,
I know, yeah.
NBC must be thrilled. They paid all this money to bring the NBA back, and a gambling scandal.
They kept Barkley. Yeah.
That is so funny. NBA. What do you think is going to happen? Is the NBA going to crumble with the gambling scandal, or
no?
They still keep going. Still keep this. I'm hoping maybe
they're fine. Yeah,
they'll make them cut it down to 50 games of the season instead of these 82 game slogs.
That's true.
I heard some of the gamblers though, they were having a problem, so they had to put them on the load management. They can't gamble on back-to-back nights because they're having a tough time.
Yeah. Sixers have a good rookie. I'm already back in.
Yeah. We'll see that.
That's all it takes for me.
Hopefully nobody hands him an envelope. Somebody bribes him.
And yet they were talking about building that new stadium in Philadelphia for the Sixers, and because they can't get people to come in, and they're trying everything. They had like a circumcised big shot night. They put a Moyle in. It's just like the mascot. It's just awful.
That's the Chinatown one.
Yeah,
they were gonna have this nice underground mahjong set up.
Yeah. Big shot fingers, your girlfriend. That's gonna be a good one. Yeah, watch your sister get pregnant by an NBA star. That was a good promotion.
Chances are she already is. Anthony Edwards already got to her.
Damn. But that is, I guess they're going to do their best to sweep it under the rug, but I don't understand. They're still bringing up about Jordan in '93 when he retired. Now they're bringing those rumors back up that he was gambling and that he didn't retire because of his
Chauncey Billups. Terry Rozier will just play baseball for 2 years and then he'll be back.
Yeah.
Oh, that'll be awful. Chauncey Billups playing for the Birmingham Barons for a couple of years. Oh, that'll be awful.
It's America's stupidest podcast. Think NPR for dummies. This is the McGonigal Podcast.